What? Hey everybody, welcome back to the danebramageROCKS channel. Alright, it is time to make a brand new band discovery, and I have no idea why I'm listening to this band. And that doesn't sound like the way it's supposed to sound, because what I mean is they were on my playlist, but I don't remember why they were there. I don't know if someone said it in the comments, if it was a recommendation, if I just happened to scroll through YouTube and I put it on the list. Nonetheless, Arch Enemy found their way on that list, and it is about high time I check out who this band is. I did a quick search, and I do know that they are a heavy metal, thrash death metal Swedish band or something like that, but I have no idea who they are, where they came from, or any of their background story. So after these reactions, stick around, because I do a series called the Wrapup where I discover who the band is, where they came from, and all the fun things about it. We're going to do two songs today, something old, something new. Back in August 25th, 2017, they premiered a song called The Eagle Flies Alone, and it is very, very popular. Over 109 million views, about to hit 110 actually, for a song that premiered about almost 6 years ago now. And then after that, I'm going to jump into something they just released a couple days ago. And this one is called Illuminate the Past. So brand new, as of the day of this recording, 318,000 views. And that's awesome. So discovering Arch Enemy for the first time with the song Eagle Flies Alone, right into their newest release, Illuminate the Path. Ready? Me too. Here we go. All right, yeah, so The Eagle Flies Alone, it's 2017, like I said, creeping up on 110 million views. So I know they've been out for a long time, but we'll dig into that during the wrap-up. So this isn't an old song, but it's a very, very popular song. So I'm kind of stoked to see what Arch Enemy is all about. The Eagle Flies Alone. Let's do this. Okay. Instant goosebumps. Yep. Okay, good. Right on time. Already, before I even hear her voice, I love the groove. Dun, 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 dun. That was awesome. Digging her. She's kind of got Spirit Box kind of like look going on, I think. Haven't really seen them live, but I know she has blue hair. That's about the only relation I got to it. But love the groom. Great jam so far. Right up my alley, to be honest. So, whoa, this is already an amazing discovery. And let's go ahead and discover more, shall we? Oh my God. So out of a list of expectations that I might have had, I was not nowhere near expecting that. Not that that deters me by any means, because I look, the goosebumps are still there. For some reason, I thought this was going to be way more melodic. And boy, talk about taking a page right from Tatiana's book from Ginger. Holy shit. I'm not going to lie. The band is phenomenal. I am loving their riffs. I am loving their beat. I'm loving their tone. I have I thank God I had the lyrics on because I had no idea what she is saying, and I was not expecting that voice to come out of that body, and it works. This is awesome. All right, let's back up a little bit. I gotta, my brain is in scrambles. I gotta kind of get back into what was going on here because this is not what I thought it was gonna be at all. Wow. I love that. Here we go. I'll you know, it might have been a Ginger video that someone now suggested this band to me, so this is kind of starting to make sense because I was so fascinated how these voices are coming out of like these people. Like she's got a phenomenal voice. She looks like a smaller framed woman, but has this powerhouse voice that's just like, where does that come from? And oh my God, that is talent beyond it. So now I'm starting to think where the suggestion came from, and it all makes sense. Stem from Ginger. Not to keep relating the two, but this is my journey, and here we are. Again, love the band. They're phenomenal musicians, and her voice is, if you close my eyes and I didn't see this video, I would not have pictured that voice coming out of that body. And it's something. It is incredible. Holy cow. If you guys are watching this in the morning and you weren't awake, you probably are now, so enjoy your day. Gotta have a guitar solo. Right? Maybe? Look at her go. Jesus. Heck yes. The eagle flies alone. I feel like I'm being punked. I just still... That voice comes out of that body. That's insane. Boy, that song is stuck in my head. I really like that song. I actually do. I actually do. And the reason why I say I actually do, because I'll be completely transparent with you all. This, if you ever follow me this channel, or you're now just first discovering this channel, you see the other songs that I have premiered on this channel. This isn't typically what I go to, right? There. And again, I had no idea why this was on my playlist, but I thought high time to get to it, and I'm not mad at it because that song is stuck in my head. That was an actual real phenomenal song. And let's say this could be the gateway to get me into more of this death metal genre. And I know the fan base, I know how like dedicated they are, and how like I just already know all the suggestions are going to come out of this. Should this gain some popularity out there in the public and on my channel, but we'll see where this derives into. But aside from that, now that we've seen something older, let's see what they just released not too long ago. Stand by. All right, so yeah, from August 20th, 2025, the latest and brand new release from Arch Enemy, Illuminate the Path. As I'm still trying to catch up and figure out what the heck I just saw and what's going on here. And I'm kind of eager and fascinated by it now. So I'm like, let's see where they are today. This is a good 5-year separation. No, God, 8. What am I thinking? 8-year separation since the Eagle Fly Alone. Let's go. Ooh! Hell yes. Oh my God. So again, if you're new to this channel, I favor drummers. They're like my favorite members of the band by far. And okay, I can't say by far, but I can, because every time I go to a concert, I'm always staring at the drummer for the most part. They're the beat of the band. All pun intended. But I like this guy a lot. He's got great control, great double bass, good feet. All the things are happening right here. But again, just the band, their melodics, their tone, I freaking love it. I love it. What? Oh my God. Holy shnikes. So I was transparent at the end of the last video when I said this is not something I typically listen to. It just turned into something I typically listen to because I love the melodics of her voice. I didn't think that was going to go that way. I thought she's just going to stay that death metal, that scream voice the whole time, that grunt voice the entire time, but she can sing. That doesn't meant to be bad, but that Arch Enemy just went up a ton of notches, and now these songs are going on my danebramageROCKS Spotify playlist, which you can join below, because that did it for me. Sorry, that's what I like, and that's my style, and I'm here for it. And Arch Enemy just became one of my bands. Yes. Oh, she is incredible. I love discovering bands. we go. Guitar solo. Every time. Oh. I love that drummer. It is not over yet. I thought we were nearing the end of that song. Well, I'll take a quick break. Just because sometimes you never know who the label is. If you let these songs run too long, they will block it. Because now you're just kind of copying the whole thing. So you got to make the content original. I'll say it again. There they are. Look, they came back. Arch Enemy is on my list. They are now one of my bands I want to follow and listen to. Because this is awesome. And I love it. And I hope you guys do too. I'm not just saying that. This is like, see, I'm like giddy. I just, oh, it's so good. This is the best part about discovering new music and new bands. It's just like, we heard the first song, we're like, okay. We heard the second song, I'm like, oh, yes. You know what I mean? Okay, carrying on. I'll shut up. Gonna whip my headphones right off. Woo! Let's do that again. Oh, I like the distortion. A Million Suns. Man, I know this library is huge. That's one thing I did kind of peek into is like how many songs they have, and they're a lot. Let's just say. But I don't believe, I know they changed singers because some of the videos I saw was a male front person, but let's just call it Kettle Black. She's stunning as well, and she looks like an awesome front woman for this band, but I still have no idea who they are, their story, their bio, all that stuff. So stick around for the wrap up and let's make this discovery together and find out who the band is. Oh my God, that was fun. And again, I'm going to be transparent. When we heard the first song, I wasn't sure if I was fully invested in them yet. I think it took the second song for that to happen, and I'm glad that it did. And this is kind of why I do double reactions, because sometimes you can never get the full experience with just one song, especially for a band that's been out for a long time. But I'm in. Arch Enemy is on my list of bands that I like. So, and we'll continue to follow and enjoy. But let's head over to their website, because this is actually, they got the biography written right here. So I didn't have to go much further than this. The only problem is it is stinking long, and I don't want to take up all your guys' time. So I'm just going to do the cliff notes and get down to where they actually introduce the entire band. But legends of pure effing metal for nearly 30 years, Arch Enemy are certifiably formidable force. Founded by Swedish guitar hero Michael Amott back in 1995. That is awesome. They have been around for 30 years. They have survived 3 decades without compromise and are still growing in strength and popularity. In 2025, Arch Enemy returned with yet another magnificent outpouring of virtuoso brutality. Bloody Dynasty, the band's 12th studio album. 12. Frick. Captures them at the height of their powers and showcase on the recently released Dream Stealer and Liars and Thieves tracks. The vicious, high-energy rippers that open and close the record. As Amott explains, these songs set the tone for the Arch Enemy's heaviest and most dynamic albums yet. When we released Dream Stealer, I saw a lot of comments saying that it heart back on the old school sound of the band, but I don't know if I agree with that, he notes. We definitely turned up the speed and the aggression at this time. We all enjoy that. Luckily, we got some good rehearsal time in before the tour. It has a lot of twists and turns, so we need to play it very well, and it sounds as good as it does on the album. And oh, now I want to see these guys live. Arch Enemy began life amidst the shadows of metal underground. Michael Amott's a tenor with UK icons. Carcass inspired, oh, I know that band, inspired him to continue down the fervently melodic but dark and brutal road, and the debut album Black Earth, released in 1996, was the result. Defined by its intricate hyper-melodic guitar work and grisly death metal intensity, Arch Enemy's sound had huge potential from the start, but after 3 albums, the original frontman Johan Leva, the band mutated into an even more powerful beast with charismatic vocalist Angela Gossow leading the charge. Albums like Wage of Sin 2001, Anthems of Rebellion 2003, and Doomsday Machine 2005 were rapturously received by critics and fans alike. And by the end of the noughties, Arch Enemy were firmly established as international heavyweights with a peerless reputation for triumphant live shows. Yes, let's go. In 2014, Gosco's amicable departure gave way to the arrival of the powerhouse frontwoman Alissa White-Glutz. And the release of War Eternal and the new lineup first album altogether, another instant hit, paved the way for them even greater success, popularity. More recent albums, Will to Power 2017 and Deceivers 2022, kept the band's standards sky high, with White-Glutz remarkable captivating figurehead, and her band mates Amott, drummer Daniel Erlandson, bassist Charlie D'Angelo, and since 2023, guitarist Joey Concepcion. Enjoying astonishing levels of chemistry and inequity, returning in 2025 with Bloody Dynasty, Arch Enemy, and more powerful than ever. We'll stop it there, but I will leave a link for that article down below. It's actually just on their website, archenemy.net, and that is the band's bio. But I want to get introduced to the band. So it looks like this front woman was Alissa. Good news is both videos we watched feature her, so that was kind of cool. So I got to kind of like see what they look like today, even though they just released their have a new guitarist from a couple years ago, Joey, who's now in the band, and we met their drummer Daniel, their bassist Charlie, and yeah, guitarist Joey, with Amott as the other guitarist, because I know they have a lead guitarist, they had the rhythm, they had the drummer, they had the bass guitar, and then fronted by Alissa. Loved it. They will be here to stay. I'm going to put them on my playlist. I'm going to listen to more of them, but not too much because I still want to discover and make more reactions. But hey, they're releasing new music videos, so this is kind of fun, so we can keep this journey going there. So as I see new stuff comes out from them, I'll probably go ahead and try to pop it on this channel as soon as I can. And if you want to be notified when that happens because you like this reaction to that band so much, at least do those things for me. Everybody, thank you so much for checking that out. One more time, that was Arch Enemy with The Eagle Flies Alone, which premiered August 25th of 2017. I'm going to make it. Followed by Illuminate the Path, their most recent release, which premiered August 20th, 2025. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, keep on rocking.